Welcome to the Tony Gaskin Show, best-selling author, celebrity life coach, and international speaker. The purpose of this show is to bring you motivation, inspiration, and education in the areas of life, love, and business. Thank you for joining me. Now let's get started. Hey, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Talks with Tony. Got an email about the ex-boyfriend. Hi, Tony. Recently, I got a text out of the blue from my ex-boyfriend who I dated for a little over a year. He said he had been thinking about me and wanted to know how I was doing. I told him I was doing good. Right after I texted him, he called me saying that he missed me and discussed what we had been up to and that he was single. He started reminiscing on the last Valentine's Day we spent together and how he would have proposed if we were still together. At the end of the phone call, he said hopefully we could see each other soon and get back together. After that phone call, I was on a high. However, shortly after I received the phone call from my ex, I learned that he had not been honest with me at all. Not only does he have a girlfriend, but she is 8 months pregnant. They have been dating for 11 months. My friend had went to a church concert and he was sitting in the audience with his pregnant girlfriend. When I learned this, I was very hurt. What I don't understand is how could he call me and act like he wanted to get back with me when he is expecting a child? Why would he even take the time to call me when he should be preparing for the birth of his firstborn? What's worse is that he then texted me again wanting to know if we could meet up. When he texted me, I confronted him and told him that I found out he has a child on the way with his girlfriend. I said that one of my friends saw him sitting with his pregnant girlfriend at a church concert. He said that he didn't know what I was talking about, and anyway, could he come over and see me? Why can't he be a man and own up to it? I just don't understand why he would do this. Thanks for reading this message. I look forward to hearing your insight on this situation. Well, I will tell you. Now, to be honest with you, it absolutely makes no sense at all. I'm pretty sure some women have experienced this in real life and that this type of thing does happen often. It makes absolutely no sense. But, one part of me, it just kind of makes me wonder, like, if your friend is absolutely sure that it was him at the concert. And because me personally, I'm not sure I would take my pregnant girlfriend to a church concert. So you're sitting in fornication, admitting fornication in church. I'm not sure I would have done that. But if he did, and it's like, does your friend really know it was him? And, how did you all find out they've been together 11 months? That's like very specific. And that she's 8 months pregnant, that's very specific. If he didn't even own up to it. So I'm guessing maybe some Facebook answered some of those questions for you. So assuming that it is true, what you have to always remember, and every woman has to remember this, is that most men have a black book theory. And really just the black book is keeping all your contacts fresh. And you just rotate those contacts, and when you get too far away from one, you call them and you reel them back in. And it's really just, it comes from immaturity. It comes from insecurity. It comes from fear of the unknown. So he got her pregnant without marrying her. He doesn't really intend on marrying her and being faithful to her. So he's shoring up his backup plan, which you will be the first. So that when he leaves her after the baby is born and he allows a bad argument to give him an excuse to break up with her, but he's going to keep her in good standing so that she doesn't put him on child support, so he can give her what he wants to give her. He'll come back to you and finish wringing you out for the last little bit of juice he left in you. And when he's done with you, then he will go to the other woman that he's currently courting that's fresh and new who he just met, at the gym a few weeks ago. And so this is the Black Book, and this is how this theory works and how so many immature men run this situation. So you have to know that, you have to be aware of that. And, one of the things that you said that was kind of alarming is after the call of him calling you and saying to you that he misses you and that he would have proposed to you if y'all were still together and that he wants to connect with you and y'all can get back together, you said you were on a high. And that's kind of alarming because what that means is that you're still standing still. You're standing still and you are not healing and preparing and positioning yourself. Remember, you have to prepare and then position so that you can attract real love. Never hit the rewind button on life. You should never go backwards. There are some exceptions to the rule, but they are so very few and far in between. In relationships, there is almost never an exception except for, especially after a year. Now, it's different when you go back after a month or 2 months. I would say 6 months being the max that you would go back, and really have a real explanation for that. Now, there are exceptions to that too. Some people have went back after a year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, but on average, if it does not work out and this person can move on and be without you for over a year without coming back to you, they don't want you. They are over you. And so in real love, if you break up and it's real love and just a petty argument kind of separated y'all, in real love, y'all get back together rather quickly. A month, 2 months, somebody's consistently trying. So never hit the rewind button. Don't try to bring this stale, broken, old relationship from the past back into the present. He left you for a reason, or you left him for a reason. Why be happy when he shows up a year later saying he wants you back? If someone is running in and out of your life, that means you are standing still. If someone is running in and out of your life, that means you are standing still. So no one can fully explain why he did this. I can't, you can't, only him and God knows. But what you do have to know is that he's full of it, that he's not worth the time of day, and you have to cut him off completely, wash your hands of him and this situation, and move on and heal and prepare and attract real love. Let him go, get your life together, move forward, and you can attract real love. Hey, thank you so much for asking that question. If you have a question, please be sure to email me at inbox@TonyGaskins.com. That's inbox@TonyGaskins.com. If you need more of where this is from, make sure you visit TonyGaskinsAcademy.com. Tony Gaskins Academy. Grab the Real Love course. Watch it every day. A video a day will keep the love doctor away. Thank you so much. We'll talk soon.